A horrible smell started in my kitchen 3 days ago. I've cleaned everything, thrown out all food, and bleached every surface. The smell is getting worse, and today my girlfriend said, "It smells like something died in here." The smell started on a Tuesday. I noticed it when I got home from work. Faint, weird, like something died behind my stove. I checked the trash, the disposal, under the sink, nothing. By Wednesday, it was worse. My girlfriend Rachel walked in, stopped dead, and covered her nose. "Babe, what is that?" "I don't know. I've cleaned everything." Thursday, she refused to come over. "I'm serious, that smell is making me nauseous. It's like rotting meat mixed with sewage." I deep cleaned my entire apartment that night, bleached the counters, scrubbed the floors, threw out everything in the fridge. The smell got stronger. Friday morning, I called my landlord. He sent a maintenance guy who walked in, immediately gagged, and said, "Yeah, something's dead, probably in the walls. We'll need to open them up." "How much is that gonna cost me?" He looked around, doing mental math. Few thousand, maybe more, depending on what we find. I couldn't afford that. I decided to investigate myself. The smell was strongest near the kitchen wall I shared with 3B. I'd seen my neighbor Marcus a few times, mid-20s, kept to himself, always looked stressed. I knocked on his door. He opened it slightly. "Yeah? Hey, I'm right next door. Have you noticed any weird smells?" His face twitched. "What kind of smells?" "Like something dead." He stared at me for a second, then shut the door in my face. Wouldn't answer when I knocked again. That's when I started thinking the worst. What if he killed someone? The smell was definitely coming from his side. I pressed my ear against the shared wall that night. Heard movement, but nothing concrete. By Sunday, I couldn't sleep. The smell was unbearable. Rachel said, "I grew up on a farm. I know what death smells like. That's death." I called the non-emergency police line. "I think my neighbor might have a body or something." "What makes you think that, sir?" "There's this smell and he's acting really suspicious." "We need more than a smell. Any actual evidence?" I didn't have any. Monday, I couldn't take it anymore. I pulled off the baseboard trim near the shared wall and found a small hole, maybe mouse-sized. The smell poured through like toxic gas. I grabbed a flashlight, looked through. Couldn't see anything, but the smell was definitely coming from Marcus's apartment. I knocked on his door again, phone in hand with 911 ready. He opened it looking annoyed. "Dude, what's your problem?" "The smell." "What's in your apartment? What are you talking about?" "Don't play dumb. Something's dead in there and you've been acting weird all week." He stared at me like I was insane. "You wanna see?" "Fine, come in." I hesitated, then followed him inside and stopped. His entire apartment was filled with spiky, football-sized fruits. On the counter, on the table, on the floor, at least 40 of them. What are those?" "Durian. I'm doing my PhD thesis on durian fermentation for alternative proteins." He picked one up. "I've been aging these for 3 weeks. It's going to revolutionize sustainable meat alternatives." "Durian smells like a dead body?" "You've never heard of durian? It's literally banned from hotels in Singapore because people call the cops thinking there's a corpse." I told the landlord about my research. I thought he told everyone. I just stared at the alien-looking fruits covering every surface of his apartment. "The smell comes through that hole in our shared wall," he explained. "Structurally, your problem, by the way. You should patch that." I spent 9 days thinking my neighbor was a murderer. It was grad school research. I got the wall hole sealed the next day. Marcus moved his experiment to the university lab after other tenants complained. He was bitter about it. "You just set my thesis timeline back 3 months." Rachel never let me live it down. "Remember when you almost called SWAT on fruit?" The landlord billed me $200 for the wall repair. I still can't eat Thai food without getting flashbacks.